I know we're in the middle of January, but when you got a convertible, you got to do it. Got to do it. Got to drive the top down. Let's do it. Wait for it. Wait for it. What? Let's try that again. Whoa. I did not think that would work. Not only that, but I made the guy's garage across the street open up. More power than I thought in these two little fingers. Alright guys, so anyways, we're going to go over a little bit more about the Eclipse. Some of the things I've done, some of the things I want to do, and let's get started. So, I did get a body kit. I'm not completely happy with it, but unless I want to spend $1,000, this is going to have to do for now. It does look nice from a distance, but up close you start to see all the imperfections and all the cracks and how it doesn't completely align. But for now, it'll work. It does have a nice mesh grille that it came with. Doesn't have it on this side or the other side where the fog light goes, but in the front it does look nice. It does have these little side scoops here that are meshed as well. Has some side skirts here too. Just haven't put them on yet. These all need to be pre-drilled, and I'm just not sure how to do that without damaging the car. So for now, they're just sitting here next to this ladder. Here's one of the things I was talking about, the quality of this bumper. You bend them or flex them a little bit too much and they start to chip away. It doesn't align that great here on the bumper against the fender here. Again, I've got a crack here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these wheels are actually Mustang wheels. Came off a 2016 Mustang, and they fit a 98 Eclipse. And they look pretty good too. Now the reason I'm thinking about repainting this car is the interior just doesn't go that well. Interior's done blue, and this was done after the fact, I believe. I don't think this is factory. I could be wrong, but I don't think this is factory. The job that was done is pretty good, so I'd hate to redo all the interior. So I'm thinking maybe just paint the outside of the car to complement the blue. This is where I need your guys' help. My thoughts were a super deep dark blue with white wheels. That would be two different tones of blue, and then white wheels to set it off. Don't get triggered. I know not everybody's into the white wheels, but I like them. So, any thoughts, any comments, any suggestions, drop them below. One of the things I love about modern cars and newer cars is they have those sick LED daytime running lights. This one, of course, didn't have it, so I added a couple strips under the hood here, right above the headlight. They actually look really sharp at night when they're driving. It also makes the headlight glow a little bit. I got it on both sides. And if I ever break down, once I lift my hood, since they're mounted under the hood, it lights up the entire engine bay. Here they are. At night, this whole engine bay is lit up. So I haven't done too much to the engine. I did replace the plugs and wires, so I ended up getting some blue wires. I had to replace the valve cover gasket, so while it was off, I just sanded and painted that as well. I did do a cold air intake. Was not easy. Parts for this car just don't exist. So with lots of maneuvering and bending, and swapping out of different parts, I was able to get all this set up. Got the bag on here to protect it from water. Airbag suspensions. They are adjustable. You can turn this to soften it or harden the suspension. You can do it on both sides and front and back. Other than that, everything is stock. I do want to get new headers. I actually got some from my brother and sister-in-law, but they were from the first generation and the bolts didn't quite line up, so we're still trying to figure out what we're going to do with that. More to come, more to come. So here is the setup in the trunk of the air suspension. I am running D2 air components, Viair compressor. I believe it is a 444C dual pack compressor. One of the things my brother-in-law suggested, which is a brilliant idea, is this tank comes with plugs on either side, one on that side and one on the opposite side. He suggested that I get a airline, which will hold up to, I believe, 190 or 200 psi, attach it to a tire pressure gauge, and we've got instant compressed air. So I don't always have the best of luck with tires and keeping them inflated. I don't have blowouts, but I do have slow leaks that eventually I end up on the side of the road for, so this will prevent that. Great idea. Haven't had to use it yet, but this hose is long enough to reach all four tires, all corners of this car, and could reach and stretch and fill up somebody else's if they need it. Now this is my first Eclipse that I've owned, and after putting the body kit on, I had to take all this interior lining out, all this casing, all the sides, and once I got everything put back together, I wanted to take it for a drive, drop the top. Of course the top wouldn't go down, so I did some researching and I found out that in this rear driver's side panel that you remove to get to the rear light bulbs, there's a little manual switch right there. It says manual if you click it down, which means the top will not work with the button in the console. I guess there's a way you can manually drop the top, but for whatever reason, when I had my hands in here trying to get screws undone, I must have hit that switch and knocked it into manual mode. Luckily it didn't take but about 20-30 minutes to figure it out, but just in case anybody has that same issue, I would take a look at that before you start tearing into electronics and everything else. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed some of this. There will be plenty more to come, and I will keep you updated as always. And again, if you like this, subscribe, share, like, comment, and we'll see you next time.